Welcome to the Sales Lab.
Now, is there any strategy when it comes to networking? Is it, are there certain people you try to connect with? Is it just the more the merrier, connect with as many as possible? What's the right approach?
Yeah, I mean, I think you never know a person just by the initial conversation and where they wind up. I had, here's a great example. I interviewed with a company, a very large company. At that time, he was just a manager, and we had a great interview. I didn't get the job at the time, but we kept in touch. And just a year ago, he became CEO of a very large company. And so he reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, I'm restructuring my business. Would really love to see you in my organization." And we had kept in touch for 4 years since that interview many years ago. And so that was an example of really just building a little rapport on an interview, connecting with them on LinkedIn, and really getting an opportunity later. Now, at that time, I wasn't ready to make a change, but for him to pick up the phone and call me and say, "Hey, Jason, look, I think you'd be a great fit for this, chief revenue officer position to run our, sales and restructure everything." I mean, that's a real great compliment to me. But I look at every relationship as an opportunity. And I think that when you're thinking about sales, you want to be very targeted because obviously you're trying to help get business. But I think whenever you have an opportunity to network, I would say there's not much you can walk away from. Now, you'll meet some people where you'll want to spend less time with, then you meet other people where you're like, this is the right person that's going to help me either learn, help me with some sales opportunities, or potentially, you can help somebody too. That's the other way I look at it. You just never know. It's not always a one-way street, right? Anybody in my network reaches out to me for advice or for, hey, do you know anybody at this company that you can help me with? As long as they're not a competitor to me, I'm happy to help, right? I think it's a two-way street. I would tell you networking should be no limit, but it should be targeted around what your goals are currently. So if you're fresh and new in the industry and you're starting out, network with, key leadership people, network with, people that are going to help you in your career. I think as you get further in your career, start broadening out with more customers that help you from a sales perspective. And then as you kind of, hey, next stage of my career, what does that look like? Start thinking about, people that can help you get there and think about how you can leverage those people. So I really think there is a strategy to it. But if you go to a trade show, you meet hundreds of people on a trade show. I would say take every opportunity to introduce yourself, pass a card out, learn about them, build enough of a rapport where you can call them back and follow up, and then keep them in your network. You never know when they'll be valuable.